Welcome back. I really need some kind of cool intro, like maybe an explosion here or something. I don't know. I need something. I'm gonna think about that. Before I get started this week, I wanted to tell you about, I don't know if you can see it, over my shoulder on this side, I am grouping up with a bunch of other authors. And you'll find it, I'll put the link down below, but the website is pattyjensen.com/promo. Yeah, /promo. On that site, you'll see that we are collecting donations for a Christmas offering to young authors who are struggling. So authors that can't afford to hire an editor or get the software they need to write books or buy a cover for the book, things like that. And so far, we've received enough donations to support 4 authors. We're still collecting more donations. Drop by that page and check it out. So it has a description up top telling you about it. Then underneath of it is a list of books from all the various authors that are tossing their money in the ring to help out this package. Of course, one of my books is there, but don't worry about that. There's some other great authors there, like Marky Cooper. He's there. Check his books out. You'll see him. A whole bunch of various independent authors, all that have donated money. Enough, like I said, that we're up to 4 authors supported at a time writing this video. Maybe by the time you see this video, it's 5 or 6. Who knows? But check it out. It's a cool thing. It's what we do in the independent community. For the most part, most independent authors really work together and we help each other out. I've been helped out all my way up and I've helped others behind me. The fact of the matter is you probably would not be watching this video right now if it wasn't for people like Susan Quinn and Marky Cooper and Samuel Perta and the others who really helped me get my name out there and get this whole author thing working, that you would hear about me. So check it out. It's a good cause. Help someone accomplish their dreams this Christmas. Now, I mentioned last week that the Russian cargo ship blew up on its way up to orbit. It's okay, we're fine. The Japanese set up a cargo ship, so supplies are on their way. The neat thing about the Japanese cargo ship is it's bringing up a fishing net, for lack of a better word. It's this probe, and it's going to have these electrical wires that it's going to drag around and start collecting space junk. And excuse me, and slow them down so they deorbit. That's going to be a real good thing because it's actually kind of getting crowded up there with garbage. So we finally are actually starting to do something up there. If this works, there'll be more missions like that, and we'll start seeing if we can clear some of this garbage out of orbit. In other news, these experiments. I'm going to show you a picture here. Let's see. This is on Seeker's website. You should be able to see in the picture. You see that? That's a parrotlet. Little bird, like the size of a parakeet, wearing goggles. Red goggles, of course. He's wearing red goggles because he's going to fly through a laser field for science. So, are you with me so far? We put goggles on a little red bird, he's blue. We put little red goggles on a blue bird and fly him through lasers for science. Yeah. Poor guy. Apparently he really likes it. He's having fun with it because, that's what birds are. So, alright. The truth of the matter is what they're doing with this little bird guy is he's flying through this laser field and it's a dusty room, so you can really see the lasers good. And as he flaps his wings and moves the dust around, and they're trying to understand how a bird flies. Apparently, all this time we still don't really have a good grasp on how birds fly. And we're going to use this wind tunnel with this dust and these lasers to design better airplanes. It's a good thing, because in the past when we tried to do stuff like backwards wings, we found out that nature's got it right. Can't really improve on it too well. So, here's a little parrotlet guy again, wearing goggles and doing science. The next time someone calls you a bird baiter, remember we have birds doing science with goggles. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's let him go. Amazon's in the news again. Let's see if I can get this. This will probably show up pretty good. Amazon has a new store out. As right now, it's not open to the public. It's only open to Amazon employees where they're testing this idea. It's a pretty cool idea, but it's also a little scary. So how this store is going to work is there's no checkout lanes. None. Zero. No cashiers. None. Zero. You don't bring any money in with you. What you do is you have your little phone. Oh, I can't pick up my phone. I'm using my phone to record. You pick up the phone and you go in, and the sensors in the store will track everything you do. If you pick up a package, look at it, put it back down, it records that. If you pick up a package and put it in your pocket, it records that. The idea is you go through the store, you look at everything, you grab what you want, and then you just walk out. And since they tracked absolutely everything you did, when you leave the store, they tally up the stuff you put in your pocket, and they charge your account. So on one hand, it's kind of cool, limit the checkout lanes, get to flow through and do what you want, so you can run in, grab that milk bottle, run out, literally. But on the other hand, it is going to have a perfect personality map of exactly everything you do in the store. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I guess it'll all depend on how they use that information. Because, yeah, that could be good, could be bad, we'll have to see. I could promise you though, within a month of it opening to the public, people will have gamed the system, be walking out with free stuff. Mark my words. You'll call me a prophet when it happens. Because it will. So, does it say what town? Let's see if it says what town. There's a commercial. Store is currently open to employees opening. Opening is scheduled for 2017. I don't think it says what town in this particular article. This is reported on The Verge. I'll have the link down below so you can check it out. Seattle, of course, where Amazon's based. I should have guessed that. Alright, so I guess if it goes well, we'll see more of these around. Then you too will be able to go shoplift and still pay for your stuff while being monitored. But it won't be for science. Okay, this is also on The Verge. I'm sure most of the people watching this video have heard of a little theme park called Disney World. In Disney World, there's a section which is dedicated to multicultural harmony, and you have these little. You go around this little island, and they have all these little places. Like you can stop at a Spanish themed place and a France themed place and a Germany themed place and so forth, and walk all the way around in China and Mongolia and get food and check out the decorations and learn a little bit about the place. Well, in the middle of this multicultural center of excellence, Disney has created a Death Star. Has Disney watched these movies? I mean, seriously. Is there any more well-renowned emblem in modern pulp culture of, essentially a white supremacist empire? The Death Star. Destroying planets who stand up to them and getting taken out by kids who shoot wombats. So, yeah. I don't think Disney watches the movies. And there's in the picture down here, they have the stormtroopers and the Imperial soldiers presenting it. People really should watch the movies before they start, taking decorations out of the movies. So, yep, the evil empire is now in the center of what used to be this multicultural, peace-promoting kind of thing. Because Disney. Now, you may have remembered from a long time ago, I forget how long ago, it's been 50 years ago now, something like that, a enterprising person came out with something called the pet rock. He literally picked up a rock from the ground and sold it to people as a pet, and people bought it, and he made a ton of money. Well, not to be undone, Nordstrom is selling the pet rock. And I don't know if you can see this, for $85. Free shipping now. At least you get the free shipping. And they're one-upping it. They're giving you a little leather half pouch with this pet rock. And they're calling it a medium leather wrapped stone. Because yes, there is a small. So medium is $85. The small is $65. And I don't know what's worse, the fact that this thing exists, or the fact that it's out of stock. Yeah, I went to the webpage. I wanted to see, because I got this picture here that I showed you is off of Gizmodo site. They took a picture of it while it was still in stock. Go to the website now. It's out of stock. That means people are buying an $85 rock. And I think all the money I spent trying to get people to buy a $3 book for me, and they're buying an $85 rock. Yeah. I keep wanting to think that people are smart. I really want to think that. Along those lines, I want to do a little education here. Where's the tab? Alright. Popular Science website. Their magazine. The title of this article is "The Woman Who Can Will Herself Out of Her Body. The Case of the Voluntary Out-of-Body Experience." This is Popular Science reporting. This is not, one of those rags at the checkout counter in the store. Popular Science is reporting that this woman can leave her body and look around. Quote, "She was able to see herself rotating in the air above her body." End quote. Here's another quote. "These are fascinating," again quote, "these are fascinating suggestions, both that these out-of-body experiences may be more common than previously thought or could be learned." Apparently, according to this article, this woman has always been able to do it her whole life, and she figures everybody can do it. Now, since it's on Popular Science website, you want to, feel like you can believe these stories. Well, Popular Science is reporting it. Out-of-body experience must be real. This is a case of irresponsible journalism. And this is one of the reasons why we have a fake news problem in the current news cycle, because we have sites like Popular Science reporting stuff like this and leaving out critical details. Thankfully, somebody has written a response to it, and down at the bottom it says here in small print, you can read the critical response here. If you click through the critical response, it turned out that this guy left out very much critical information, such as the study about this woman was a study in mental disorders, and that there's absolutely no evidence she can actually do this. And the picture of the woman in the MRI in the article wasn't even the woman from the article. It was just some stock photo that slapped on there to make you think it looked like science. And you go through all these the details, it turns out they were studying hallucinations, which sounds a lot more like what you would find on Popular Science than out-of-body experience. And so here's the thing I want you to understand. Just because a supposedly reliable website like Popular Science reports it doesn't mean you can turn off your brain. You still need to think critically and ask critical questions, and if it sounds like it doesn't make sense, do more research. In this particular case, Rebecca Watson did the work for you, and you can just click on the link and read how she tears apart that article. wish Popular Science would pull the other article down, but, well, they didn't. Matter of fact, not only did they not pull it down, they're still promoting it since it showed up in my newsfeed this week. And let's see. The study is actually from 2014. So, almost 3 years ago. And they're still promoting this article, still pushing it like it's new information. And it's completely irresponsible journalism. And this happens a lot in the science field, and you have to be very careful when you read science. Just because Popular Science runs an article saying the woman who can will herself out of the body doesn't mean that article is actually supported by the evidence he's quoting, because he's leaving stuff out. And I hate that I have to tell people this, but they're doing it. I mean, it's probably the same people who think putting the Death Star in the middle of, putting the Death Star in the middle of Disney World is a good idea. The sign of international genocide in the middle of the park dedicated to multiculturalism. They're probably the same kind of people that write articles like this. I don't know that. Might be a conspiracy theory, but I'm starting to wonder. Let's go back to putting goggles on birds. I think that's a much better one. Where's that picture? There we go. There's the cute bird with goggles on it. Let's think cute thoughts and not how stupid people are, or how irresponsible journalism is on sites like Popular Science that you want to trust. It's not The Onion or one of those other satire sites. It's Popular Science. So, anyways, I think that is, yeah. That's all I wanted to talk about this week. I really wanted to let you know about that Christmas promotion where we're trying to help other authors out. Like, that's on pattyjensen.com/promo. The links will be below in the description. Always going to be links down there. Check it out. All the books that are listed on that page are at full price. They're not on sale, but those are the authors that are supporting the promo. So if you can make a donation to help out this promo so we can help out authors that are trying to get started out there, it is actually pretty expensive to be an independent author in today's business. When I first got started, 2006 I think, you could start for free. It's not true anymore. If you want to compete in today's market, you've got to drop a ton of cash. Which is okay, because you guys are all going to buy a million copies of my books, and it's not going to be a problem. That aside, we want to help other authors realize their dreams, so donate if you can. If you can't, at least try to buy some of the books from the authors who donated. Show your support for them. Show your support for the cause. It's a great idea. And I'll be back next week. Oh, secret bit of news. For those of you that have watched all the way to the end of the video, you're going to know this. The people that checked out after the cute bird picture, they're not going to know this little secret. Starting Christmas Eve for 5 days, box set of the Silverleaf Chronicles, the first season, the complete season, will be free. Merry Christmas. And as Grandmaster would say, may the real God of creation bless and keep you this day. Goodbye.